Hello everybody, welcome to Inside City Hall, Auburn, California, and discussions and quizzes with Sharon Rabe, the city manager. I'm Sharon Watson-Hamilton. Happy 2026.
Same to you.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay. Hanging in there. Well,
Yeah.
we can't be
Still early.
not. Yeah, it's still early. But I have, on a national front, it's been robust,
Yes.
frigid cold,
Yes.
controversial.
Yes.
How's Auburn, California doing in all that?
Weather's been good here.
That's the
been
one
pretty-
you choose to answer?
Things are good. So yeah, it's okay. There's
Yeah.
a little bit like stuff happening, but
Yeah.
nothing major.
Nothing major.
Yeah.
We're pretty steady,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And we try to be careful of each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also, the city in general just doesn't really get involved with like the major national stuff.
Right. No, I kind of just snuck that in.
Right.
Do I do my disclaimer now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Disclaimer: if I enter the world I shouldn't, it's mine only, and not ACTV or City Hall or Sean or anything to do with the city. Okay. All right. We did that disclaimer. We have to do that every show now.
Yes.
Pretty much. Anyway.
Typically, when I'm trying to unbury us, I'm getting sideways into some other conversation.
I know. No, that's not true. Okay. So, anyway, is there anything specifically new? We've got a new mayor.
Got a new mayor. She was sworn in December.
Okay.
We have a big thing coming up, depending on when this comes out, February 10th, I believe it is. There's a Economic Development Committee is holding kind of a town hall to talk about where your sales tax money goes, how your taxes go, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the Rose Room.
Okay.
It'll also be streamed.
Okay.
So folks should come up for that.
Okay. So in the Rose Room.
in the Rose Room.
Okay. All right.
Well, actually, no. I think it's going to be in the council chambers. I think we moved.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
somewhere in City Hall.
Somewhere in City Hall.
I just show up.
Yeah, he shows up. He's probably going to zoom himself in.
I have to talk. Too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well, we did discuss how we wanted to kind of start the year out, and our wonderful Auburn Journal, the newspaper here, had a year in review from last year, and it was several pages. It was very well done. And I went and clipped out all the wonderful advertisements of the businesses around here, which, by the way, we're going to plug Shop Auburn right now. I have to plug in CR Pipe. Are they within our city limits or are they county?
I think so.
I think they are too.
I think so.
They're just wonderful. If you haven't been to CR Pipe, man, they're helpful and anyway.
Right.
Can't say enough good about that place. But on that note, we decided to take every other month, one of us would take one thing that happened last year and maybe talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And
Out of the year in review.
yeah, out of the year in review, out of our local Auburn Journal. It was
And
kind
by
of
the
fun.
way, support local journalism. It's very important.
Yes, we will. Buy your
Because
newspaper.
the SACB doesn't care about your kid's Little League team. But the Auburn
Well,
Journal
they
and local
might.
TV does.
Well, you're right. They're more local. That's for sure. And it shows. And so now, here's the difference between a real professional and not. I have all the clippings, and he has it all typed out. So I'm just gonna say that that's the way we roll right here. But
I will say they had to bump up the font size. So
I know.
even with the glasses, it's not going great these
Well,
days.
there's that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're gonna start us out with January.
Okay.
Which one did you pick
So
in
I
January?
will make a disclaimer that there are some months on my list that I did more than one because there was a lot of
Me
things going on, and so
too.
I.
I was just
chose
gonna
to do
sneak that
one.
in.
Yeah,
But
okay.
okay.
All right, January. We had our new chief of police sworn in. So Brian Morrison, our new chief of police,
Okay.
was sworn in at that January council meeting. He's been with the department for a long time. We went through a really robust process to
Oh, good.
get
Good.
new chief of police interviews and all that stuff. And so he was sworn in. His badge was pinned by his wife Blanca.
Okay.
And then also, second one.
Yeah.
We also had a presentation about the roundabout, the Caltrans roundabout, not a city roundabout, at Borland. So that was nice to get an update from Caltrans on that. And their timing was nowhere near what they said it was going to be, but it's done now and it's very nice.
Yes, and that we'll come up to that maybe later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still in January of 2025, so about a year ago. And the one you picked January, I have February. The one I picked, and I don't know much about this, so you're going to have to fill in the blanks here. Development discussed for north part of Auburn. So Auburn city officials met with city council members and they discussed a proposed general plan map designation for unincorporated areas of north part of the city, according to Jonathan Wright, Community and Economic Development Director for the City of Auburn. The specific areas are Bowman, North Auburn, and parts of Ophir.
So
Did that go anywhere?
I'm not really sure that it was a specific development, but what we have been working very closely with the county on is our general plan update and making sure that our general plan update and the county's general plan update, because we're both doing them at the same time,
Right.
that they both are sort of close and don't conflict a whole lot.
Okay.
There'll be conflicts just because we are different entities. And
Right.
that,
Are you still trying to, though, maybe
we're looking at
grab
potentially annexing parts of Bowman up Nevada Street.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's important for the city
It
because we don't have
is
anywhere else to go.
revenue, and and it's hard to grow out. Yeah,
Yep.
get that. Okay, so and that was the other one I had in what have I got? February. Mr. Morrison, Brian Morrison, our new police chief, he was officially sworn in
Yep.
in February. That's
Yep.
my month, right?
Yeah.
I'm already going to get lost.
He was appointed in January, sworn in February.
Yeah. It was very nice though. He looks like a very nice man, and,
He's great.
I think he'll be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's great.
yeah. So
Good family.
yeah. Oh, good.
All right, we ready for March?
Yes, we are.
Okay, in March, so Echo Valley, the feed store off of Nevada Street there,
Yeah.
changed hands in March. So that was purchased by Shane Lesher and his family.
Okay.
They also own a business in Loomis, and so I actually knew him from when I was town manager in Loomis.
Oh,
a little
good.
bit. Not a whole lot. But he's done a really good job of kind of keeping the legacy of Echo Valley the way that it is, plus also at the same time moving it forward. So
That's another great place to visit on Nevada Street. Is that Nevada? Yeah, Nevada. So anyway,
Yeah.
good on you. Yeah. I love Echo Valley.
Yep.
Yeah. Harder to park there. They need to
It
do
is
something about
challenging.
that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back to April. Okay, I picked it. The one in April I picked was kind of fun. It's called Envelopes of Hope. Partnership across all Placer County law enforcement agencies was introduced to help bridge better interactions with people who have autism. The Placer County Sheriff, so it's Placer County, but it's, it encompasses Auburn a lot,
Yeah.
held a press conference in its community room and to launch the Blue Envelope Program, a countrywide initiative designed to foster safer, more compassionate interaction between law enforcement and members of they call it neurodiverse. That's kind of a new word. Anyway, neurodiverse community, or we could say challenging understanding of varying degrees. So I think that's great.
Yeah, right.
Do you know if that's gone forward? I haven't really noticed any.
Yeah, it has. I mean, so basically the program is the blue envelope. I'm not sure exactly what's in it because it's tailored to each individual person.
Yeah.
It goes in the glove compartment or at the house, and so if there's any kind of an interaction with law enforcement, fire, whatever, they can hand the envelope over. Because a lot of those folks are like nonverbal or can't communicate, as well as folks who are not neurodivergent. And
Yeah. Do they carry it on their persons though? They should.
I don't know if they do or not. I know that a lot of them have like a blue
Yeah. So okay.
yeah.
And that's really helpful, just to be identified. I mean, I don't know. That whole world is tough and hard to understand. And I was talking to Linda Yaffe, who's a wonderful lady, and she mentors and teaches people to read and English and that. Not Sightbusters, it's some other program. But anyway, one of her clients has Down syndrome, and he mentioned to her something about, I just wish people would look at me and say hi.
Right.
And in my defense, I do that pretty good, but we don't want to look like we're staring.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and Linda said, yeah, I know, you just have to, treat them as normal as you can, but you can't help but stare sometimes when things are not as expected.
Right. Yeah.
But
When I
certainly.
was growing up in high school, the high school that I went to had an integrated class with kids. It was called the Trillia Center. I grew up in Ann Arbor County, and so like in my PE class especially, we had folks from that school that was on the campus for the neurodivergent people who would come over and participate in the classes. So like kind of mixing the two to like help engender more,
Right.
like
Well, all
empathy
encompassing,
and,
so they
yes,
feel.
exactly right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really neat.
Neurodiversity, I think that's a great word, and I hadn't really heard of it.
Yeah.
I have another one in April, real quick.
Right.
It's Auburn, more Auburn. It's the plaque that was designated to the Yee family. Yee, is that Yee or you?
You.
The Yu family, about, and they used to own the Shanghai, which is a focal point. It's now the Ale House, but is that right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
But it's a historic. It's here, Phil. You get a picture of the rock. It's a rock, and the only thing I read about this, I didn't know where it was located. Is it in front of the Josh house?
It's a parking lot that's up. I think it's.
Oh, it's
is it the
up
parking?
there?
I think it might be the parking lot.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. It didn't say
There was a
where it was
parking
located.
lot above, back behind the ale house on that hill.
Yeah.
That was dedicated to Charlie Yu.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure if it's that or something different. But,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
huge-
kind of cool.
Yeah, that family's such an integral part of
They
this
really
community.
were. Yeah. I knew Richard a little bit, but I didn't. I think the son of
Yeah.
Charlie.
And then Herb is part of the
Yeah.
Hook and Ladder Company.
Right.
Firefighter,
Yeah. Oh my
Big
gosh.
family.
All right. So that was April. You have May.
I got May.
You got May.
All right, so May 3rd of 2025 was the big day of giving.
Okay.
So obviously, big day of giving, folks go online and donate to different nonprofits. And so kind of the thing I wanted to talk about was just how important those nonprofits are to our community. The city can't do all the things, the county can't do all the things. And frankly, there are other entities that are better doing some stuff than the city
Right.
or government anyway. And so those nonprofits, big push during Big Day of Giving to help fund them. And so it's coming up again. I'm not sure what day it is.
I know. I want to say it's a little later, like the 5th, maybe.
Yeah.
By 5. I don't know.
So,
Not
but
sure.
big deal. So make
Yeah,
sure to give
big
during
deal.
Big Day of Giving to support
Day
those.
of giving.
Yep.
Yeah. That's fun. I had problems with that when it first came out because I don't do too much with credit cards online if I can help it. But they do have a way you can go down. They have the meeting places
Yeah.
sometimes, and you can donate through a check
Yep.
that way too. So it's always kind of
And I
cool.
think at the mall, I think this is tied to it. I'm not 100% sure, but there sometime at the mall in Roseville, they have a kiosk that's set up where you can basically donate through this kiosk, and it's a
that's fun.
touchscreen thing. You figure out what you want to donate to.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's tied to Big Day of Giving, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah. I mean that's a phenomenal program.
Any way you can do though, donate to nonprofits
Right.
because they really make this community work.
Yeah, they do. I just okay, not part of this. We're looking backwards, but we're bringing it forward. I just went to the library dinner the other night.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
So, and that's a real example of a nonprofit and the city and the county really working in a triangular, strong
Yep.
way.
Yep.
So. Okay, I have June. How we got here, June? Big pictures. No. So in June, I highlighted, this is a fun one, I think. It's called Seniors First, now providing animal meals. And so in June of last year, in an effort to support homebound seniors and the bond they share with their pod sidekicks, Seniors First recently rolled out its ANI Meals, A-N-I Meals, program to provide food for fur babies as well. It's a nonprofit that provides long-term support and services to help Placer County older adults maintain their independence and thrive. So they got like Meals on Wheels. Now they have meals for animals. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it's very cute.
Very neat.
I don't know that they feed all animals. It says here how they're going to feed their cats and dogs. So it might be a little limited. They probably do birds and fish, right? But not big animals. I don't know.
Cows and horses.
Yeah, really. Okay. July's
that's
you. Okay.
So, July, there was a lot in July, and so I actually
July.
have 3.
Oh, good. I love that. Summer's
So,
good.
and I go in order like a date, right? So,
Right.
So Western States was July 2nd.
Okay.
So Western States, obviously, Auburn, birthplace of ultra running. Do you know the background of the Western States?
Well, I thought I did.
Okay.
Wendell Roby.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Or
so
he
like,
was more on the horse.
So
Anyway.
Tevis Cup, 100-mile race for horses.
Right.
Gordy Ainsley decided that he was going to run the same race that the horses ran because he could do a better job of running than the horses. And so he was the...
That's Gordy.
That was the
Hi, Gordy.
beginning of the Western States. So 369 ultra runners in the 100-mile race. The men's winner was Caleb Olson from Utah. He ran the second fastest race in history in 14 hours, 11 minutes, and 15 seconds for 100 miles. And I did the math, I think back then. I don't have it, but I think it was like less than an 8-minute mile.
Yeah.
For
100 miles.
Like incredible.
It does take your breath away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So second was, this wasn't listed in the journal, but the 4th of July events in the city. So 4th of July. So the chamber obviously coordinates the parade that we do every year. So that was very nice. And then they had the inaugural event in Central Square where they have kind of a gathering thing for kids and families to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Released the Quacken with the ducks.
Oh, the Quackens. I like the Quackens.
And then we had the fireworks that almost nearly didn't happen. So the background story of that is the chamber used to do the fireworks, decided that they don't have the capacity to do that anymore. The council directed me to figure out how to make the fireworks happen for last year. And so I raised money with calling people up. Got enough money donated to make the fireworks happen. We didn't have the same stuff happening at the fairgrounds that we usually do, but at least we had the fireworks.
Something, yeah.
So
okay.
the thing for viewers is we are on the precipice of not having the fireworks again this upcoming year because the city can't continue to do that, raising money and try to. So if you're a nonprofit and you want to see fireworks, please call me so we can get that set up. So call me at City Hall. So yeah. And then the third one was the Tevis Cup. So that was July 16th. A married couple finished this year hand in hand, Jeremy and Heather Reynolds. They tied for the 100-mile horse race, and I don't have the time that they had, but they finished together holding hands.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh my gosh, that's very cool. And you know, do you know why the Tevis is always after the
4th of July.
Yeah.
Because the horses don't
Yeah,
have fireworks.
the horses leave things.
Yeah.
So they always have the horse after the human race. Okay, I knew you knew that, but okay. July's a fun time.
It is.
And it's nice weather here. I mean, it gets hot, but not hot.
Right.
So it's a lovely month in Auburn. Okay, August. Let's see. I think I have a couple in August. Oh, the Gold Country Wildlife Rescue in Auburn orphaned 6 black bear cubs, and that's pretty impressive. And that was from 5 to 6 months old, so they're not very big.
Right.
They're kind of little guys, right? And that was the highest number of bear cubs ever housed at the organization's Summit Universe Rehab Facility. I think is that out of DeWitt? I think it's out of DeWitt. Anyway, not sure. But anyway, that's kind of cool. But then also in August, now you'll know more about this too. Auburn opens empty business space for overnight lodging. Did that happen? Where officials moved last month to allow overnight lodging rentals in unused business space downtown. Did it go forward?
I think that the journal was confused about what we were talking about. That was the vacancy tax.
Yeah.
That we were talking about.
Oh, the tax.
Vacant buildings to try to get them filled up.
Right.
Not with housing, but to get the landlords.
Businesses, yeah. Because
that did not go forward. The council decided to not move forward with that.
Okay, so I misspoke on that, but I'm glad we clarified. Yeah, I know. But I'm glad we clarified it because that has been controversy how to draw more downtown.
Yes.
And I always thought you should tax them less for coming, but that just kind of made sense to me. Why tax them more? Why are they going to come? You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just a sidebar person that doesn't know too much.
Let's talk about it next month.
Next
I can
month.
talk about it.
Oh, that's a tickler. Okay, so you are on to September.
So Gold Country Fair opened on September 6th.
Oh,
that kind
that's
of
always
quintessential Auburn event.
Yeah.
This year, the city's police department provided security at the fair as opposed to CHP. So I think we did that in the past. CHP was doing it for a while. And this year, the police department stepped up and provided security. So.
All right.
That's good.
So they know the local crowd.
Yeah, and just having our officers out there and seeing, interacting with people is important. So
I think so too. Okay. All right.
Did you go to the fair?
No, I did years ago when I could walk a little better. I love our little fair.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
It reminds me of where I grew up.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, I think so too. So, although back in Illinois, we always had hoochie coochie girls in our county fair, you know, and I wasn't allowed to go to that tent. I don't understand it.
Huh.
Anyway, okay, so sorry, folks, I digressed. I like to put him off guard.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I know, he's so good. Okay, October. The one I picked for October, the State Theater restoration, the drawings being finalized. The end of October of last year, the Auburn State Theater is entering an exciting stage of progress in its restoration, which has been 2 years now, I think.
Yeah.
That's just unbelievable. Anyway, the final drawings began work on construction of the drawings, were submitted by mid-December. This timing is critical to ensure approval before new 2026 building code changes take effect. So I think they got that through.
They made it. So they submitted their building permit in time for the before the new building code cycle.
Okay.
And on Monday, last week, the Planning Commission met. They were as part of HDRC, the Historic Design Review Committee, and so they got their approval through that to start the construction and stuff. So,
For the final.
right. So now they're just in the process of raising funding for that. $12 million they need to get that building.
That
permit
is
ready to
just, that's been a labor of love. The whole, ever since
Ceiling
Sharon
floor.
started it years ago, and the State Theater redoing it, and some people being upset and not being upset, historically with the signs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then to have all that happen with the roof, and now this, and 2 years later. Through it all, though, the city has resiliently kept things going.
Yeah.
Provided cultural events, and thank you to the Oddfellows building, which and they have this cool chair for those who can't do stairs. You get in the chair and it's like a magical chair that goes up and down those stairs. It's embarrassing, but it's magical. So I'm just gonna say, I had my friend film me. It was horrible. Anyway, but it was there, and I was able to go to something in October. So it was fun.
A very important piece of the city's economic development strategy is getting that building reopened up as quickly as you can. So. But it's a daunting amount of money. So.
Yes, it is. And it is. We're doing fundraisers for it too, though, right?
They've been doing a bunch.
Yeah. And so, okay, I think... Okay, we're up to
November.
You've got November.
All right,
okay,
another big one. So November 19th, the Oak House restaurant opened.
Okay.
So that's in the old White House where Latitudes used to be, across the street from the courthouse. I think at 130 Maple, something like that. So I was able to go to their grand opening. Very nice restaurant. Make sure to go there.
Okay.
November 26th, the Old Town Post Office reopened as a visitor center and a museum. So another really important piece of the city's history. The longest continually operating post office, like west side of the Mississippi, something like that. Closed for a little bit, so we can't say that anymore, and it's a non-functioning post office now. But they do have the old post office boxes still there. So
cool.
There was a threat at one point that the actual post office was going to come and remove those, and I told the mayor that she and I can go and lay down in front, and they could run me over with a tractor.
Oh my God!
We're not gonna let, or we would steal them ourselves and put them in the rose room or do something. So
no, you sell them and make them piggy banks. I have an old piggy bank from a post office. Yeah.
And then at the end of November, the city's entertainment zones opened up. So that's that new program that we have where you can go into a restaurant, bar, buy the cup, get the alcohol that you want, beer, wine, or a mixed drink, and then you can take that cup, special cup, out of the restaurant and then walk around downtown or Old Town and drink while you're doing your shopping. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yep. It's like a mini New Orleans feel to it, right? So on those two things, I have comments before I start December. Post office. A lot of you know I used to work for the post office, so I'm going to be a docent one day, but I can't get up the steps. Yeah. And so I'm going to work out front. Maybe I can find my old post office sweater or something. Not as old as the post office, but old. Yeah. And but it'll be fun because I think it's so great. And I'm amazed. I talked to Carol Kramer, and she it was kind of fun because she knew a lot,
And to bring that back is kind of fun. And I suggested, hey, people just can't come in, and you've got to have not a stamp like a postal stamp, but just a stamp like they did on initial. You'd take an envelope at a place that was opening up, and they'd stamp it.
Yeah.
Not with a stamp, but a stamp. What, ink stamp?
Ink stamp.
And I think we should have one of those.
Yeah.
And I think she said they were going to work on that. Because that'd be fun, buy something and have it stamped with the zip code and everything there. So that's kind of fun. And the other thing, and so everybody come out to visit. That's in Old Town, and it's kind of fun. Even though I can't get up the steps, most of you can. So I was surprised. Okay, city manager, is there not an exit, a back door to that? There should be.
There is a back door, but it goes into the restaurant.
So they kind of, okay.
It's a little kind of like a hallway kind of a thing.
Okay, all right. Because, I would think for egress you'd have to have some kind of escape.
Old buildings.
Yeah, I know.
A funny story about Carol, she didn't want to be the city historian.
She did?
She's doing an amazing, she's incredible, does a great job. And I talked her into it in the parking lot and just kind of harangued her for a couple of weeks until she finally said yes.
I love it. She was
amazing.
a guest. She was a guest on Susan Rushton's show, and I tried to get her here, but it was like a week apart. I thought, okay, we can't do that. But I'll get her. And the other comment, what did you talk about? The second thing you talked about. Oh, the zones.
Yeah.
Okay, so what Auburn did downtown, because I walk downtown in the mornings, they used to have a sticker sign that said "Can't go beyond this." Well, those started coming off, and now they have these beautiful painted stencils, but they're so well done, so pretty. Kudos to whoever designed that. Did you design it?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
don't have those skills.
Okay.
I do a lot of things. I can't do electrical work, and I can't do design.
Okay, but it's really pretty. It's well marked. It's well maintained. Lovely idea. So, okay, December's our last month from last month. Let's see. Okay, so we would be amiss. We started the program. We're going to end it with Caltrans hopes to have roundabout completed by end of year. Yes, it's Caltrans. It's a state road, but it's in the middle of our town, or not in the middle, but close to it. And they finished it
early.
I know, like about 3 days early. And I think I was like the second car through because I had to be. And it's so fun. I was worried. I thought, okay, is it 2 lanes? And do I know all the rules? They did such a good job.
Yeah.
They did such a good job. It's 1 lane. You don't have to guess. You always give the inner people the right of way. I think it's well done and good on them. And they made it before Christmas. That was fun.
Yeah.
So kudos to that. That's kind of wrapped that project up, or at least.
And they told us it was going to be open to like 4 or 1 or something.
Yeah.
And they beat that by like 3 hours. So
yeah, they did such a good job. Anyway, good on them, and good on our city of Auburn. Anything else from last year that we're carrying over? I think we've talked a lot about it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that we've been working on that just is kind of trailing through, and we'll get wrapped up. The cannabis is still going. That should be done sometime this year. General plan will be done sometime this year, zoning update, all that.
Okay.
All those kind of big planning things
that
we've been working on for a while. Strategic planning's coming up next week, and so it's a lot of different stuff like that. Not big things, but that have been taking a while to get done.
Yeah,
so.
Everything takes a while, doesn't it? I mean, we all have 2 cents worth, right? And ever since they opened public meetings to the public,
so it's the best thing that's happened to democracy.
I know. He's got to keep me in line. It is. It's a wonderful thing, but it also labors things long. So
public business needs to be done in front of the public.
I know. You're right. And that's so true. So we are here. We are here to say good day.
Yes.
Are we done?
Serve the public.
And serve the public.
Continue on.
Serve the public.
Big stuff coming up.
Yeah. Take care of one another.
It's going to be a good year.
It's going to be a great year. Yeah. We're good. And Auburn's great. You're great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. All right, everybody, take care of one another. Thank you.